He looked at Yuna, confused, and asked her what she meant. Yuna let out a small laugh and told him it seemed like he was the only one who didn't know. Aren was returning, and their family had already been invited to her welcome dinner. Curious, Yuna leaned in and remarked that it appeared he had never told Minsu about Aren. Sonjin quickly dismissed the topic, saying there was nothing to tell, that Aren was a part of his past and that he was now a married man with a family. Yuna, amused, asked if he truly believed it was unnecessary to tell his wife about the ex-girlfriend he once ran away from home with. Clearly uncomfortable, Sonjin abruptly shifted the conversation back to Yuna, insisting that the issue at hand was not about him, but about her. He made it clear that he wasn't changing his mind. She would be going back to Europe, and if he had to, he would personally escort her there. Frustrated and hurt, Yuna stormed off. A few moments later, Minsu stepped outside, noticing the tension. She asked Sonjin what was going on. He dismissed it lightly, saying Yuna was simply being stubborn and that she should be ignored. He pulled Minsu into an embrace and asked if the baby was already asleep. Minsu nodded with a smile and thanked him for staying up all night with her. Sonjin responded softly, telling her there was no need to thank him. It was his responsibility as a father. Holding her even closer, he whispered how much he missed her and how long it had been since they spent a day alone together. Minsu smiled and assured him that they would have that time again in a few months when the baby was older. Sonjin gazed at her, but his mind drifted back to Aren's impending return. He silently wondered if he should tell Minsu about her. To him, everything with Aren belonged to a past life. None of it could ever compare to the woman standing in front of him now. Minsu, sensing his distraction, gently asked if he was okay. Sonjin smiled and reassured her that he was fine. He suggested they make the most of their morning and enjoy breakfast together. Hand in hand, they walked back toward the house. Meanwhile, Kim's father was on the road, driving toward the location where he was supposed to meet Woobin. As he drove, he noticed a vehicle behind him that had been following him for quite some time. Growing suspicious, he increased his speed to test the situation, but the car behind him mirrored his actions and accelerated as well. A wave of fear swept over him, and his heartbeat began to race. Deep down, he suspected that the people in the car had been sent by his wife. With trembling hands, he reached for his phone and quickly dialed Woobin's number. The line rang for several moments before Woobin finally picked up. Speaking with urgency, Kim's father asked if Woobin had already arrived at the meeting point. Woobin informed him that he was still at the office, attending to some pressing matters, and would head over as soon as he was done. Glancing nervously at the rearview mirror, Kim's father saw the pursuing car rapidly approaching. Panic set in as he confided to Woobin that he was being followed and feared for his life, believing that the people behind him intended to kill him. Woobin remained calm and instructed him not to panic. He advised Kim's father to head toward a busy area and stop there. If he could find a crowded restaurant, he should go inside and sit in a public space surrounded by people. Woobin assured him that he would leave immediately and be there in a few minutes. He also asked him to send his current location. Kim's father agreed, promising to follow the instructions. Woobin then urged him to contact the police if the car continued to follow him. With a quick affirmation, Kim's father ended the call, his heart pounding harder with every passing second. After the call, he pressed harder on the accelerator, knowing he was still some distance from the nearest busy district. His hands trembled against the steering wheel, and he silently prayed that nothing terrible would happen before he reached safety.